Hey there, friends. Do you feel stuck or stationary in your walk with Jesus? Are you constantly asking the question, how can I grow in my faith? If so, the book of 2 Peter talks about this exactly. There have been times in my life that I have felt so stagnant in my faith that I found myself Googling, how do I get close to God fast? I was expecting a fast track or an easy way to get close to the Lord, when really there is no way to expedite maturing in your faith. We often look for easy ways to achieve things that take lots of time or commitment. And when Peter begins talking about growing in your faith, he says this: in view of all this, make every effort to respond to God's promises. Supplement your faith with a generous provision of moral excellence, and moral excellence with knowledge, and knowledge with self-control, and self-control with patient endurance, and patient endurance with godliness, and godliness with brotherly affection, and brotherly affection with love for everyone. The first thing that he says you can do to grow in your faith is respond. When God asks something of you, be obedient. Be willing and available for the Lord to use you in every circumstance. Second, he says to live with a generous provision of moral excellence. And this means to approach every circumstance the same way that Jesus would. He says knowledge, self-control, patient endurance, not looking for the quick and easy way out of a hard circumstance, but instead enduring it while fully trusting in the Lord. Godliness, brotherly affection, and love. Jesus said that if you say you love him but you hate a fellow believer, then you are lying. So if you want to grow in your faith, then look back at all of these things that God gives us and ask yourself, how am I doing in these specific areas? God will always call you to obedience. He will always call you to live a godly life. But I will say that saying yes to these things may look different now than they have in the past. If you find yourself stuck, it may be because God is calling you to a new level of obedience or godliness. My challenge to you is to continue to give God your yes, even if it means something different now than it did in the past. We love you, church, and we hope that this message is encouraging to you today. We are praying today that you experience genuine growth in your lives of faith.